hope all of you are well. So today we are going to discuss the second part of the central nervous system, and the second part of central nervous system is spinal cord. And spinal cord has a very important role because all the information which is coming from the different body parts, so that all is coming through the spinal cord. If you look at this diagram that you have already studied about brain in detail, so after I have drawn this brain, and from this region to this region, this whole is called the spinal cord. And you can see the spinal cord is here, and with the red you can see these are the nerves, not neurons, nerves. Every nerve is containing large number of neurons. We will see this one in detail later on. So these are the nerves, and there are many nerves are arising from the spinal cord. These are called the spinal nerves. If you look at prominent this region, once again, it can be made on any of these parts. So this part we will draw over here in the detailed part. We will draw this portion. But before drawing this, I wanted to show you that this spinal cord is controlling many different parts of our body, and it's controlling the different organs. Like all the information is coming from all different parts of the body, so that's very important. So now we will look at the diagram with a closer look at how spinal cord looks like. Okay class, look at this. This is the detailed structure of the spinal cord. You can see it's the brain, and brain you have seen yesterday lecture. This was pons, and this is the cerebrum, and this whole part from there to this part, this is called the spinal cord. This region is known as spinal cord, and from this you saw that there were the spinal nerves are arising. These are not the nerves. This is just explaining how the information is coming to different parts of the spinal cord. We can divide the spinal cord into four parts. This region is called the cervical. This is just behind your neck. So that neck portion is having this region of the spinal cord. This region is called thoracic one, and thoracic one is the one that is present in your abdominal thoracic cavity, behind your thoracic cavity and region of abdomen, and this is particularly in abdominal region, and this one is the lower part that is called sacral part of the spinal cord. So we divide the spinal cord into cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral is the last part of that. As our brain is protected by the skull. Similarly, the spinal cord is protected by the vertebrae. So there are vertebrae are there which are protecting our spinal cord. See the different, or I'll be sending you the picture of this one also, and from there you can see that how different organs are sending or receiving the information from the spinal cord. So spinal cord is equally important as the brain is. As I told you that I'll be drawing this part of the spinal cord in detail. So this region is like magnified on this side. So you can see as I told you that these are the spinal nerve. Each spinal nerve, if I label, this is the spinal nerve, and each spinal nerve is divided into two parts. This one and this part and this one also. And same is on this side also. But I will not label it on this side because here I will draw the neurons. So this part is the spinal nerve, and this is called dorsal root, and this is known as ventral root. This is ventral root. This portion is the dorsal root, and this bulging part is also there, which is known as dorsal root ganglion. Basically, ganglion is the region where the cell bodies are accumulated. So this is the dorsal root ganglion we call it. So here, this spinal nerve is composed of a large number of neurons. So one neuron, which is the spinal neuron, is coming. This is a spinal neuron, and here I can show you. This is the not spinal. This is the sensory neuron coming from a sense organ. For example, it is coming from the skin, you can say. It's coming from skin, and you know the skin is a receptor. So this is the receptor, it's coming like this, and see, this is, the arrows are representing the direction of the nerve impulse. So what type of neuron will be this one? Definitely this will be a sensory neuron, and this one, this whole part is known as the dendron, because it is bringing the message towards the cell body. This is the cell body, and large number of cell bodies are accumulated in this region, which is called the ganglion. It's, for simplicity, we have made only one neuron here, but there are many neurons are present in this. So here comes the most important part, and normally students draw this one like without providing the gaps in between this. So you see, I explained before that also that there is a gap between the neurons, and the gap between the neurons is called synapse. So synapses are there, so you can see that they are not directly connected, and another neuron which is, look at this, this is another neuron, and this neuron is also not connected into this, and this neuron is called the motor. So this is the relay neuron, this is the sensory neuron, this is relay neuron, and see, relay neuron are present inside the spinal cord. So this one, and now it is coming out and it is moving to this region also. So here are the muscles. Here are the muscles, and these muscles we can draw them like this. These muscles are there. Muscles are there. So now again see the direction of the nerve impulse. It's again coming here, then on this side, it's received here, then moving towards this side. So it is going, and the muscles will be contracted. This is one of the most important diagrams, and many of the structured questions plus MCQs, they will be including this diagram. So this is sensory neuron, and this is coming through the this one. This is called, this is called spinal nerve. This is ventral root. So ventral root is this. A very important thing. Let's see. The cell bodies are present in this region. It's a part of spinal cord. Cell bodies are present in this. So this region where cell bodies are accumulated, this is known as gray matter. This is gray matter. This is gray matter, and where the axons are present. Look at this. This is axon. It's away from A for away and A for axon. So this is away, and this is also away, taking the message away from this one. So this is also the axon. So this is axon, this is axon. So axon part is known as, it's called the white matter. So white matter is also there. It's gray matter is this one where cell bodies are there, and white matter is the portion where the axons mostly are present. So the spinal cord, our spinal cord in our body is like this. It's something. If you see, this is the marker is representing the spinal cord, and these are the vertebrae. These are the vertebrae, and in between them there are present the disc. So these discs are fixed like this one. So these fingers are representing the vertebrae. Marker is representing the spinal cord, and this finger is this one is representing the disc. So there are 31 vertebrae are present in our spinal cord, and they are also, all of them are very important. So vertebrae are responsible to protect the spinal cord. So remember, this is the spinal nerve. It's a mixed nerve. This is a mixed nerve because it contains both of the structure. It contains this one, the sensory neuron and motor neuron. That's why it's called mixed nerve. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture, the learning on in these online classes. We have done a lot of portion, and there was 4 lectures. We started on Monday, and Friday we will not be having the lecture for sciences, but there will be some homework for you. I will tell you the homework in that voice message, so complete your homework and please submit your assignments on time. And before Monday you can submit your assignment on Saturday and Sunday, particularly Saturday you can work. So take care of yourself and stay home, be safe, and this is the only thing that we can fight with this pandemic of the COVID-19. So most importantly, you have to stay at home, try to be clean and try to wash your hands off and on. If you go outside, whenever you're coming back, you have to sanitize yourself. So this is very important. God bless you all. Thank you very much.